I got in trouble at work today. That's not something that's entirely uncommon, but, getting in trouble today, it got me thinking about something I want to talk about. And the thing I want to talk about is, have you ever heard of the platinum rule? There's the golden rule, Jesus Christ. Fairly popular guy, fairly popular rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. The platinum rule is something that you hear brought up in sort of a managerial context more often than not. I tend to find it in sales and office administration the most. And it is the rule, do unto others as they would want to have done unto them, or treat others as they would like to be treated. I think that rule is such fragile bullshit. I really do not like that rule. It gets brought up with the most shallow of shallow backings to it. And personally, I think that treating others like you think they would want to be treated, because that's actually what you're doing, it is an inoperable rule. Now, I know what you're thinking, but if you can get a sense of how people want to be treated, you could maybe bring some good into the world by treating them that way. No, you don't. Because how people like to be treated is very rarely A, what's good for them, and also you don't tend to know. How people want to be treated is usually a projection of how you think they want to be treated, like I said. How you think other people want to be treated by you is so abstract that it's a fragile system, it's a fragile strategy, because it's so easy for you to be wrong and really hard for you to be right. More cases than not, you're going to be wrong about how other people wanted you to have treated them. You're not that brilliantly empathetic. And so I don't like it. I don't like when people tell me that I should treat others the way that they want to be treated, like I know how they want to be treated. I don't know how they want to be treated. I know how I think I should treat other people, which is a little closer to the golden rule, but I'm a big proponent of something different, the silver rule. It was called that by Nicholas Taleb, but I think it actually comes from Thomas Hobbes, if my reading's correct. And it's more something like this. It's the very robust, don't do to other people what you wouldn't want them to do to you. I think that is far more robust. The reason I think that's more robust is, well, you have no way of knowing how other people want to be treated, but you have a pretty good idea of what they don't want. Human beings have a lot in common with what they don't want done to them. Most people don't want to be robbed, they don't want to be assaulted or battered against their will, they don't want to be treated with cruelty or malicious intent, they don't want to be the victims of lying or abuse of power. These are the sorts of things that, generally speaking, you might have in common with everybody else. And so avoiding trespassing on those things is a far more robust strategy. Because, and this is my own personal opinion, the little things, yeah, they matter. They matter. Your tone can matter. But just a little. Your tone is not the most important thing at the end of the day. One of the things I appreciate most about being in the armed forces is that people do not get hung up on tone. They don't get hung up on how people say things. They usually focus on what people said. And it creates much more authentic communication and much more pragmatic communication. So anyway, that was just something that was on my mind. I tend to think that people who promote the platinum rule, they're snaky. I think that they presume themselves and others to know far too much. And I think they don't realize just how fragile a strategy something like the platinum rule would be. The golden rule, I'd like to have faith that the golden rule is operable. I'd like to have that faith, but I know the silver rule works. But anyway, that's all that's on my mind today. If you like these sorts of videos, remember to like and subscribe. It really does support the channel, and I appreciate it a lot. And also, yeah, it's nice to be making videos again. I missed this setup. Anyway, have a good day.